Ever have that sinking feeling that you forgot something? That sneaking suspicion that something important has escaped your mind? Well, welcome to my world. After excitedly releasing episode 200 of this series, The Garden Quickie, the one on garlic scapes, I quickly got to work on the compilation video, which is always the last 10 episodes bundled into one. Only this time, something was missing. You see, this time, there was only 9 episodes. That's right, episode 196 was missing. It was never uploaded. Or maybe it didn't even exist in the first place. I'm pretty sure I filmed it, but honestly, I can't find it anywhere. Anyway, I'm sure it was a good one. So, in place of it, here's a new episode 196. A motivating one preaching the values of not getting too discouraged when something goes wrong in the garden. Enjoy. In gardening, not everything always goes according to plan. Oh, really? I hadn't noticed. Bugs, weather, whatever it is, sometimes it just doesn't go our way. Often these things are completely preventable, but only after we've learned the hard way. Hi, I'm Jeff from the Right Tomato Farms. Welcome back to another episode of The Garden Quickie, the show where in 2 minutes or less, we do try to help you minimize the mistakes. And today's episode is dedicated to those blunders, specifically correcting 5 mistakes that we've all made from time to time. Hey, time short as you know it is, so let's dive in. The first one's a tough one to get wrong, for sure, but I've seen it too many times to count, and that's picking the wrong location to grow your plants. Not enough sunlight, not enough adequate drainage, and too much exposure are the heavy hitters here. If you have multiple spots to pick from to grow, solve these 3 parameters first, and you'll be on easy street. Along with location, another mistake often made is the wrong soil. Easily solvable in containers, yes, but in raised beds and especially growing straight in the ground, well, not all dirt is suitable for cultivation. Too much sand, too much clay, and again, not enough of that drainage are the ones to look out for here. Keep that organic content and percentage high, and always remember to protect that top layer of soil with diligent mulching. Do those 2 things, and your soil will get better and better every year. When it does come time for that planting, you gotta remember diligent spacing, no matter how sparse the garden looks. It may look like a ton of empty space initially between those plants, but trust me, they'll grow quickly and fill in all the gaps. Spacing requirements are different for each and every crop, and they're there for a reason. Watering. Oh man, this one's got mistakes written all over it, no matter what your skill level of gardening is. The first rule of watering is to realize that there is no rule to watering. Well, sort of. More accurately, there is no such thing as a universal watering schedule. Climate, zone, weather, time of year, crop type, soil type, and a million other variables means that we're all watering on a different timeline. Understand that, and watering becomes so much easier. Observe the following 2 guidelines and you'll be ahead of the game. 1. Water thoroughly, but less frequently. And 2. Always try to water in the morning. Just those 2 tips alone will serve you well, no matter what crop you're growing. And that brings us to our 5th and final mistake that all gardeners can make, and that's just bad timing. Specifically when it comes to planting. Often, we plant our plants and work out in the garden when we have a window of opportunity. But you know what? Plants don't work like that. A lot of times for a select climate and a specific crop, there's a finite window of opportunity to get those guys into the ground to get a viable harvest. Planting or sowing seeds outside of this window is just asking for poor results. You know what won't give you poor results though? Taking notes, learning from those mistakes, and of course, checking out the next episode of the Garden Quickie. Thanks for watching, guys. And hey, if Garden Quickies are your thing, make sure to subscribe and click on this playlist here as we explore and solve more growing issues in 2 minutes or less.